Hello all. Sorry I'm a couple minutes late, but I guess at some point I switched my Facebook on my phone to me, and then Facebook changed everything, and it's taken me a couple minutes to figure out how to get it back to Crafty's page. Don't you love it when technology sneaks in and changes things up on you? Anyway, I made it, and we're going to finish this page today. These guys look a little lost on there at the moment, but we'll soon fix them up. Not really any announcements that I can think of at the moment. Other than keep your eyes on the CraftyCapers.com page. I know there's a couple of shipments on their way in, so fun stuff to be had shortly, I'm sure. Yeah, thanks to everybody that came out to the garage sale. It was a lot of fun. And thank you to everybody that did the Sundance. The wind was a little breezy, but at least it didn't rain, thank heavens. And everybody seemed to have a good time. So thank you very much, ladies, for those that came and sold and those that came and bought. Other than that, as I say, can't think of a heck of a lot. Dads and Grads, of course, this month. We still have a few things in stock celebrating Dads and Grads. So if you realized you need something, graduation themed or whatever, come on in. We've got a couple things left. Also, June is Pride Month, and we do have lots of colorful things always. But we do have one die still in stock from the last Lawn Fawn release that is perfect for a Pride rainbow. So there we go. Got lots of fun stuff in the store, as always. Well, not lots, because it comes in and it goes out as fast as it comes in. There's some stuff that none of us have time to get it actually up on the wall or anything, which is great because we sell it and I don't have to work as hard. So thank you very much for that. Okay, so that being said, we're going to finish this page. So, these guys aren't down yet. I just plunked them there so I wouldn't lose them. So last week, I just simply stencil butter through the Lavinia Feather Swirl stencil. And then I used some feather masks and just inked around them with Distress Oxides in peacock feathers. There's a little bit of peacock feathers in there, and Twisted Citron. And this is the blue that the label fell off of, and I forgot to look. These die cuts are an old penny black die, and I've got a stamp set from Tulips that I'm going to use to go with them. And then, of course, we stamped some of the fun birds. And I did track them down, and they are available. So if anybody else was interested, I know a couple of ladies responded. Good morning, Laverne. So just to save some time today, I've colored these guys a bit, as you can see, and I have used glitter Posca pens to color them, and I have stuck with the green and the blue, because the pens did seem to work well. The glitter pens did seem to work well. I've colored the beaks in pinky red in a glitter, and these birds are colored in the glitter Posca pens, except for this guy, because he was already a mixture of green and blue, and this guy, because he's a little bit different, so he's in the pinky red. I just, thought to make sure I've got time today. So I'm just going to move this out of the way for a minute, because we're going to play with the splat box a bit. I have a couple of feathers here. These were the smallest ones I had in my package of feathers. And I'm going to take a little bit of the Distress Oxide spray. Oh, I can't quite see who that is, but somebody's on the train headed from Montreal. How nice. I'll have to go back and read the comments after I'm done here. So, I'm just going to give these guys just a little squirt. I'm going to have a lovely outline of the feathers. And I would like to get a little bit on here, guys. Oops. Yeah, that's a little bit too much. Oh, well. Can't have everything. So we'll try again with the Twisted Citron. And come on, you can turn over. There we go. We're going to call that good. I'm just going to wipe my fingers a bit here. Set this off to the side. And then I'm going to hit this with a little bit of heat, so pardon the noise, just to dry it off a bit so we can use it. Come on. So come down here. And then we'll go for this guy. Come on. There we go. There. I'm going to call that done and hope they are. So I'm just going to set him down there and grab my book back here. There it goes. I'm going to set these up here a bit. Not quite ready for them, but will be in just a minute or two. So then I took an old Tim Holtz feather dye, and this paper was from Simply Stated that Vic had in a while ago. Unfortunately, they're closing down, so she can't get it anymore. But I thought it was pretty. It was a floral thing that I just cut into pieces, and then I just cut the feathers out of it. I liked it because, you know, it had the greens and the blues in it, and that's where I decided to go with pinks or reds to accent certain areas, like this funky bird, and certain areas of the other birds, so it would all tie in. So then I thought, okay, let's find feathers that sort of fit in, and that one's not bad there. What do we think? We'll maybe go with that one up there, and that one there. This one's a little dark, so maybe we'll just change it up a bit here. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go with that one. And then I just wanted to pop them up. So I'll just get some, oh, this guy needs to, there we go. That's better. So just pop a few foam dots on here. Yeah. Just pop him there. Come on. There we go. And slide you guys over there for a minute. I mean, none of them are, the exact shape or anything, but enough to give the idea, and then you got a little bit underneath. It's a bit of a shadow, I guess. Whoops. Should watch what I'm doing there. And we'll just pop that in there. So then we have our funky birds. Which, not too sure just exactly where I want who. There we go. We'll maybe do them like that. Pull this guy up just a little bit more. There we go. And then we'll take our sprayed feathers and pop them in behind our funky birds. Try to anyway. Yeah. This doesn't look too great, but even the tail he's got drawn on doesn't look that great either. So there we go with those. So I will just add a spot of glue here. Go. Pop the tail down. We're going to put him back there for a minute. Add a spot of glue there. Pop that in. Move him back over. And then I'm going to take my sheet here. It's a non-stick. Put a little bit of glue down. And then just take my finger Oops. Get this squared around again. There we go. And then I'm just going to try and get him centered where I want him. And then just a little bit of glue on top to get him to stay in place. Oops. Move a bit faster and it would work a bit better. I meant to grab some of the matte medium stuff we've got on the shelf before I started this morning, but I didn't have time, so we're gonna stick with this. So let's put a bit more in this. A little bit of water. Ah, that's better. That's better. Yeah, much better. There we go. Whoops. Okay, you just stay put there. So there we go. There we go. And just clean this off. And set that to one side. And then we've got this fella, or these fellas. As I say, a little small, but I like them. So the top layer was cut out of some of this paper. And then I just cut, I think I've got 4 layers of white underneath. And then I just colored the top layer with the Poscas, again in the green, blue, and red metallic. And then did the eyes in black and the beaks in white. I made sure to try and keep as many, because the beaks and everything do pop out. But I glued as many as I could with everything still intact together. So I had a good layering there to color on there. So, oh, come on, fingers. So I'm just gonna, a little bit of glue on these guys. There we go. And then I'm going to pop them about there. And I'm going to take my sentiment stamp here. Hopefully, come on. There we go. The envelope, or the sleeve that this thing comes in, is so big it's almost impossible to get the stamp out. There we go. So the sentiment says, every family has a weird relative. If you don't know who it is, then it's probably you. In my family, we take great pride in being the weird relative. So there we go. I'm just going to pop that on there. and ink this guy up. And I'm going to pop that one right there for now. We're going to hope, because I just realized the book is on the stand for the camera, so the book itself is not level. So we'll hope this worked. Yep. And then I'm going to ink it up again just a bit. And just going to pop it around. There we go. That looks good enough for me. And I meant to grab, I have some really pretty green and blue thread. There's the green. There's the green with a bit of blue in it. And it's all tangled up, of course. So let's see what we can get here. And there we go. So and we'll just pop that there over top. You know, a little bit something extra for the birds to sit on. I'll let that dry a bit more, and then I will cut off the extra. But in the meantime, I'm going to grab my inks. I'm going to go with the Twisted Citron. And I'm just gonna just come around the page a bit. Just to sort of pick it up a bit. Nothing special, nothing fancy, just a little bit of down and dirty, quick, and then I'm going to put a little bit of blue up in this corner just to match the blue down there a bit. And yeah, there we go. Fast and furious sometimes is the way to finish off something. Whoops. So there we are. Fast and furious finish to our goofy birds with our feather embellishments. So there we go. Sorry, I haven't been responding to comments. I've only got my phone this morning. I didn't set up the computer. I should have. But I will read everything. Well, I'm sorry the top bird is a bit lackluster. I'll see what I can do to fix him up. Thanks, Vic. Okay. Yeah, he does need a bit more as far as tail feathers are concerned. I'll see what I can do to remedy that. Anyway, that was it for me for just sort of fast and furious and, you know, switching in mid-current last week. So I will see you all next week with something different. Okay, I hope everybody has a great day today, and I hope you all get some time in your craft spaces. Good gravy. Store-bought teeth are not working. Have a great one, ladies. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.